All right, folks, here we are talking about knives, like we always do on this channel, except a little bit of a different knife here today. This is a dining knife, table knife, butter knife. It has many names, but you know, when we say those terms, we're probably talking about the same thing. A knife that looks like this with a nice, blunt, round tip. You're not gonna poke yourself, stab yourself with that. We're hitting on there pretty hard. Not, not something you'd want to do with your buck knife or something like that. But I was reading about these knives in this great book here called The Knife Bible by A.J. Cardinal. And it goes through a lot of history in this book on how blades were used by different civilizations and stuff. And I was reading this section right here. We're in throughout history. We're getting into the 1600s here, and we're talking about the invention of the dining knife that we just showed you. And if you're a fan of classic literature or have seen Hollywood movies about a few guys, well, three guys, I mean, they're called the Three Musketeers, you will recognize this guy's name, whose idea it was to invent the dining knife. So in the 1630s, French Cardinal Richelieu, the bad guy in the Three Musketeers, he loathed eating at the dinner table with sharp, double-edged knives, because that's what was common at the time, up until the 1630s. Apparently, everybody had their dagger they carried around town, did everything with, cut their steak, whatever, plopped it in their mouth, right with their dagger. When men were men. But Cardinal Richelieu, he thought it was an unsettling gesture with barbaric roots to eat with a pointed knife. So he convinced King Louis XIV to ban the use of pointed double-edged knives for the purpose of dining, as eating with round-tipped knives appeared less violent. And as you can see today, that's stuck with us for 400 years, thanks to Cardinal Richelieu, the bad guy from the Three Musketeers. His idea was the switch to knives like this. And you know what I say to you, Cardinal Richelieu? Heck with you. I'm going back to the old ways.